billion facility here in the state.
Well, in an interview with Fox 6, House Speaker Paul Ryan says he is hearing a lot from frustrated Republican voters these days. And he says he's frustrated with Congress, too. Our political reporter Theo Keith was in Mukwonago and got the exclusive.
House Speaker Paul Ryan usually gets friendly questions at business tours like the one he did at Banker Wire in Mukwonago, which makes mesh products. But Wednesday, the man who runs the welding division here challenged him.
I think for 8 horrible years, I heard we don't have control of the House. We don't have control of the Senate. We don't have the presidency. Well, I'll tell you what, you're in there now, and all I see is infighting. It's very dysfunctional.
In his answer, Ryan pointed out bills the House has passed. Afterward, I asked him about it.
Do you get that a lot? And for 8 years, Republicans said, we just need power, and then we can do these things.
A lot of my town halls, a lot of my listening sessions, a lot of my interaction with constituents, I get the frustration.
The Speaker says he's frustrated, too, after the Republican health care bill failed in the Senate.
I'll be blunt and say that the House is a little frustrated because the House passed its Obamacare replacement legislation last May. So we kept our promise and passed our bill last May. We're hopeful that the Senate keeps going at this. The Senate can bring this back up and revote if they want to.
But Ryan is moving on to an issue he's wanted to tackle for years, changing the tax code. Madison Democrat Mark Pocan said he didn't see that happening either.
Congressman Pocan said today he doesn't see tax reform getting done in the House. What's your response to him?
Well, he's wrong about that. I think tax reform is probably the biggest achievement we'll get this year, and it's one of the things that we are all invested in.
Ryan will have to do it without his friend Reince Priebus at the White House. Priebus resigned as chief of staff last week under pressure. President Trump replaced him with John Kelly.
With Reince's departure, does that make it more difficult to have a good relationship with the White House?
It doesn't make it more difficult. It's just I'll miss my friend Reince Priebus being over in the White House. We spoke virtually every day, but I still speak with the president and a lot of other people at the White House constantly. Reince went on his own terms, and I think the president decided he was going to bring a 4-star Marine general in to bring some order to the White House, and I think that's a welcome sign as well.
Ryan has 3 more of these business tours scheduled for Friday. He said he won't do public town halls because he expects disruptions from protesters.